Hey, it's Shelby Palmer in the drop-off lane this morning with our daily drop-off for sellers. So you've got some numbers, you know about what you're looking at once you put your home on the market, where you're going to come away with. So now let's talk about what you can put into your home for a reasonable amount of money. So let's say $500. What can we do to your home for $500 or less to get it ready for the market? So one big thing, we've talked about cleaning, which is free. We talked about decluttering, which is free. We talked about some of those things in your front porch. Now we're going to talk about, like I said, what we can do for 500 or less. So big thing here is paint. Paint is really quite cheap, but the buyer's going to come in and they're going to look and go, oh my gosh, we need to repaint this whole house. And they're going to start taking lots of money off. They're going to say, it's going to cost us $5,000 to paint this whole house. When you and I both know you can paint that house for less than 500 bucks or somewhere around 500 bucks. You could do the whole house for that. Do you need to paint the whole house? I don't know. It depends on your home and what you've got going on. But I highly recommend that you neutralize the colors if you've got bright pinks or purples or blues. Well, some blues are okay, but if you've got bright pinks, purples, yellows, blues, those sort of things, those are very specific to people's taste. They're very specific to your taste, and there's a reason why you did them, and that's great. But if you want to be able to see an increase in your value for very little money, paint is the place to start. I recommend the color that we use a lot in our flips is called Revere Pewter. It's a Benjamin Moore color. It's kind of a grayish brown, so it depends if you put a taupe color. If you put it with browns, you see browns. If you put it with greens, you see greens. If you put it with blacks, you see grays. It's great. So Benjamin Moore Revere Pewter is a good color. I've seen Agreeable Gray. I'm not sure who the brand is for that, but paint is a really good place to start. You can do a bathroom in a Saturday and it's going to make a huge change. It's going to make everything smell and feel clean. And you can buy, a bucket of paint for under 40 bucks, which when your buyer comes through, like I said, they're going to look and see and think that they're going to have to spend, $5,000 to repaint a house when really it does not take that at all. So your big things, paint, you can do cheap. We've talked about that. Another really good place to start is your light bulbs. Walk through your house. If you are missing light bulbs, replace them. We want to get as much light into that place as possible. So light bulbs are good. I personally really like the daylight bulbs. They're white. But if you've already got kind of more of the yellow, the soft white ones in there, just replace them with the same ones. You don't have to go through and redo every light in your house, but make sure that you are putting in where things are missing. So if your bathroom's missing a light in the vanity, we see that a lot. You'll be surprised at how much that changes. The other thing is your windows. Clean your windows. Let's get some light in there. So the big things under $500 to prepare your house: paint, windows cleaned, light bulbs put in. We'll cover some other things tomorrow, maybe a little bit bigger. Things that you can spend your money on, and repairs that you will and won't get, upgrades that you will and won't get some money back for. But you will almost always get the money back from paint. Do a good job though. Don't slosh it all over the floorboards or the ceiling. Get a straight line going on there, because people will notice that as well. So that's today's tip from the drop-off lane. I hope you guys have a great day.